I'm going to flip items off eBay for 1 month, and the overall goal for this is money. Now, I'm not a professional at reselling or flipping items, but I have done it in the past. It's very easy with video games. I've had experience with that, but I'm going to be trying to do as much as possible with other items like clothing, like figurines, anything like that. Anything I can get my hands off in thrift stores or Facebook Marketplace. And I'm going to be taking you guys with me for the next month. You going to be in the video again? Say hello, bro. Say hello. So I just hit up another op shop and I got this. I'm looking for sealed stuff because that always sells quick, and it was only $2. That was the 4th op shop I hit, and now on to the next. Okay, so I'm going to do a voiceover for this because there was far way too much to film. This is the bunch of stuff that I got from the thrift stores, and I'm going to try and just see what works and what doesn't. So I got a bunch of movies, TV series, video games, figurines, just to see what sells quick, so if I come across something again, I'll pick it up. And I also ended up going through my garage and grabbing every single movie and DVD that we've had in boxes from over the years. I found that movies aren't selling that well on eBay, so I've been looking for a TV series. I've got this one here. This case is actually broken, so I'm actually going to take that out and put that in a new one. You want to make your items look as brand new as possible. In this case, I was going to say case. I did not mean that pun. Bruh. In this instance, I would take off all the stickers, and if it's still sticky, I'd use something like tea tree oil, and that would just make all the sticky stuff come off. And here's how I get my photos for eBay. I set up 2 white canvases and then 2 white lights. And this makes the photos better looking because they look more professional, so better photos equal more sales. Here are my DVDs that I've listed on eBay. All these ones I've sealed that I ended up finding in op shops. In here is where I've got all the video games that I've been doing for the past year or so I'm quite familiar in what sells for this, but I want to try doing more figures and DVDs and even clothes if I can do that.
Sensational.
No one's going to believe me for this, but in Australia we have hard rubbish in the eastern suburbs, which is when you can put as much rubbish as you want on the side of your road. And while I was asleep, my parents were walking the dog and they ended up finding a full box of Lego. So yeah, this was all just from hard rubbish, and that happens about once a year, so I'll have to wait till next year to actually look through that kind of stuff. But I never thought of doing that because I thought it was just shit.
Stupid.
And here is actually how I send the item to the buyers. If they purchase a DVD or a video game, I simply put it in one of these envelopes that has bubble wrap, and I buy these bulk from AliExpress, and it's about 50 envelopes for $15. So I'm going to put one of the games in the envelopes, and then I'm going to stick down the top. I'm going to grab a texter and then write on the address, and then I just put 2 stamps on it, and that one is ready to go. Now, the only problem with this kind of method of posting is that the items are untracked, which means we'll never know where they are. The reason I post it this way is because it's the cheapest, and I have all my listings on eBay as free postage. And the reason I do that is because it gives you more sales. And think about it, when you see free postage, you're more inclined to buy something. Here's another pickup I got from Facebook Marketplace. I actually got the whole cabinet with it for $50 and the PlayStation and some guitar stuff. Some of them are actually sealed, so I'll see how I go with these few. So I just finished work, and on the way home, I stopped at another op shop. I'm kind of sick of them at this point, but they just stocked up and they said this came in today, and it was at the window, and I grabbed it as soon as I could. I got it for $15. I looked on eBay and it's gone for about $100. It's brand new and hasn't been opened yet. It's still sealed. I barely look at clothes at op shops, but I found this one for $10, and look at the price there. It's still got the tags on it, so I kind of want to keep this Tommy jumper. So I checked all the DVDs and I'll be able to make a bit of profit from them, but this is the holy grail for sure. I don't know why, but this has gone for a lot of money, and I've actually sold it on the same day, which is today. I should have put it up for more, but yeah, this was a very good find. I don't know why it goes for so much, but apparently they've stopped making it or discontinued it or something like that, so that was a very good one. Okay guys, so today I went to about 4 thrift stores and it did not go so well. I was only able to find these 2 WWE figures, which I'll be able to make a profit on, but it's not enough. I want more money. As a last resort, I actually headed up to Cash Converters, and I did not go on with much hope because Cash Converters know what they're doing. They know the price for everything they're selling, but I actually found 2 games that were mispriced. Now, these are the 2 games here that I found, and you're probably wondering, Jack, you paid $49 to flip this. Like, why would you do that? But I think they went on eBay and they just checked at the cartridge price only. They didn't include the box and the manual, because with the game, the box and the manual, this is actually gone for $200. And yes, for some of the early Nintendo games, the boxes and manuals go for more than the actual game. And the reason they gained so much value is because when everyone first got these games, they would just chuck away the box and manual and just keep the cartridge. So I'll be able to turn that $50 game to at least $200. Very good find. I've got another pickup from Marketplace. I got this for $50, so I should be able to flip that for an easy like $120 maybe. And I got all these Xbox 360 games and the console for $100. Yeah, I should be able to make a good profit from this one. So all my listings that I've been putting up on eBay have been found from Facebook Marketplace. And the reason for that is because I've had such bad luck with thrift stores recently, because I think there's so many more other people out there doing what I'm doing. But I walked into a thrift store today at the right place at the right time, because I finally caught them stacking these as I walked in, and I grabbed them all. They'll go for a bit, so I'm very happy with them. But not only that, they saw me pick out all these games and they said they had more at the back and if I wanted to come look at them. And of course I said yes, and would you look at this? I ended up getting this whole box right here.
Pause.
And they weren't even out on display, so I'm very happy with that. I was at the right place at the right time for once. So I got another pickup from Facebook Marketplace. I actually picked up all these for $20, and this one right here will make up for all that. And then on top of that, this one goes for about $80. So that was a very good pickup. I actually wasn't the first person to message this person that was selling them. There was a lot of people messaging him because they wanted those two games specifically, but through negotiating, I was able to come through over everyone else and pick those ones up. I recently read the book How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, and I think that helped me as well to negotiate. So read that one if you want to get into this, I guess. And now for the part that everyone came here to see, and that is the results. As for week 1, I made $401, which isn't too bad, but I didn't expect to make a lot because within the first week, you're not going to sell everything that you put up with eBay. You make money over time, so if you list everything up, it could take weeks or months to sell something. As for week 2, I was able to get more stock and push up my payout to another $130, so I ended up with $531 this week. For the third week, I started getting desperate and staying up countless nights just uploading everything I could from my garage, and I ended up pushing up the payout to $703 for week 3, so that was very good. As for the final week, I was trying so hard to get $1,000, but I got to $971, which is still pretty good. I'm very happy with that. So I hope people don't find this video clickbait, as I was listing items from my garage and childhood and stuff, but I couldn't find as many things as I wanted to from Facebook Marketplace or thrift stores, so that's why I ended up going through my old stuff. Now, a lot of people might say it's not worth reselling as you're putting in a lot of time and not making a lot of money back, especially for people that just start. But the more experience you get and the more you know what to look out for, you probably could make more than the average hourly salary. For example, if you make one sale for $35, that's one sale. That could have taken you like 2 minutes to list up and take photos of, and you made an hour's worth of money. The only problem though is that you have to keep having stock and keep finding more items to list up. Now, all of that being said, that was a very fun challenge and I'm very glad I did it. See ya!